Welcome to the Swamp, home of the Florida Gators, and we've long been told it is here that only the Gators get out alive. Maybe you need a little caffeine, or maybe the sheer energy of this matchup will keep you wide awake, as we know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. As we'll see a squad from the AAC, the Memphis Tigers, taking on a team from the SEC, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Memphis will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. He's right on target. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. The give to the right. Powers through the defender. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Flagway. Unloads it downfield. Wide open, he makes the catch. Touchdown, Florida! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. First down for the offense. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Jones. Still running at the 40. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They'll give it to the back. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. And when those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Power football with the run. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
That was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
The incompletion on first down leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 43. Safe completion on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
This is a 3rd and long. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Getting some heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Offense gets set for second down. Takes the handoff. It's Daniels. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Back to pass, it's Flagway. Throws to the tight end. And he's lucky to get that one back. His junior quarterback knows better than to try that too often.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. The back goes in motion. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Quickly out to the tight end. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And midfield, he's got room. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
sixth play of the drive coming up. This time they'll go to the running game. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Off the play fake on first down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. That's a bad drop.
Couldn't make the play on first down. They'll try it again. 2nd and 10 from the 27. Give to the running back. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
Looking to throw. It's flagged away. Quick completion on the out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Now on the option. He'll toss it. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gators!
And I love the bounce back for this offense. He lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this first half, they've done just that.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Offense set on first down. He's looking to throw it. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Gator fans love to see their teams light up the scoreboard, but they'll take the defense bringing the heat too.
And I think that was a staple, Reese. Back in the day, you had great offenses for Florida, but the teams that really had the most success and that reached the highest mountaintops, they had great defense to go with it. This defense playing well.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. Memphis wants to move quickly. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through it. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
No, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Toss sweep to the right. At the 35, he's loose. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter.
Florida 14, Memphis 0.
The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. The option look. They get him on the ground. He picked up about 4 yards, and the ball spotted at the 10. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The pull and throw off the RPO. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. That last one was just a crushing penalty for this defense. Here comes 2nd and 1. D showing blitz, they might be bluffing. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll run the option. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He'll take it himself. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis. What an impressive individual display. What speed by this quarterback.
And this defense, they were scared to death of this guy. I mean, they knew they had their hands full trying to stop him. It's one thing to do it in practice and draw it up on a board. Everybody thinks they've got a shot, but until you get out on the field, until you feel this guy's speed, you realize right away that it's going to be a long game.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game. So a lot to process and think about.
Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. They'll go back to the ground. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. The Gator ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, and we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really, really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality, and that's what you want to see from this unit.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Abrams. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Now on second down. They'll go to the ground. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out.
Oh, look out! He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Cutting it close now with 3rd and goal upcoming. Scanning the field, it's Flagway. Snagged in the end zone! Touchdown, Florida! That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
First and 10.
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Crosses the 30, he's got away. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Out of the gun, the inside give. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jumpers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
They'll leave it with him. Oh, the ball squirts out. The defense scoops it up and they're bringing it back. Touchdown, Gators! The defense takes matters into their own hands. You know, the defense is all about stopping teams, but when you have a chance to swing momentum, scoop it and score yourself, it is such a huge play.
Man, you just go to the offense, but like, bro, we don't need you on that. We got this. We'll score ourselves if we have to. Great job by the defense, doing what they need to do, and then go talk a little trash to the offense.
He'll try to tack on one more.
For the extra point.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Notre Dame went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Irish always get everyone's best punch, but today they took that punch and delivered a knockout of their own. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Now on second down after the incompletion. Grabbed behind the line. It's high. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in the zones. You got to get him involved.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. A couple of yards shy of the 1st down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Runs through a tackle. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down.
I know there's a lot of play callers that would try to throw the football there on 4th and 2, but they decided to run it, and that was a great call. 1st down.
Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Memphis will be forced to punt. This will be a 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This has been an impressive 1st half, and Jesse, they love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
Why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute, throwing and running the football.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop? Down right now before the half, they can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's 1st down again. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Gators will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They start this 3rd quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the 1st half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing, with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Now the play fake. They're trying to get to him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
I think Jesse and Reese could call offensive plays for any team if they're having this much success on the ground. It starts with the ground game, right? Like, you can chew up these kind of plays, then I can play action later on and take shots. But right now, defense has first got to stop the run game that's been chewing them up.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw in that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
To the air on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Accepted by the
Throws. He tried to give it some touch, and as soon as it left his hand, you know he was thinking, no, please bring it back, bring it back.
As a quarterback, Reese, you got to throw the ball with conviction. Generally, when you throw it harder, oftentimes you're a lot more accurate. All of a sudden now, you try to take something on, you're trying to throw the perfect spiral and cut the wind, and your accuracy goes down, and that was an example there. Errant throw on the interception.
Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Shakes off the tackler. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue in to him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short.
Get set.
To throw, it's Slagway. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. And the Gators look to keep this drive humming. Handoff to the single running back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Dino. Longer. Terrier.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the grab. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
Gain of 1. Brings up third down.
Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. To the air, it's Flagway. It's caught. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
Cobra.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Ready?
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal.
Clear. Clear.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough.
Ready, break.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Dropping back, it's Flagway. He caught it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when Mike...
Touchdown, Florida! And the route is on.
And how about this offense? Another scoring drive. Great job. They seem to be in a much better rhythm than they were a week ago. They're 0-1, lost week 1. They could have gotten down on themselves. I like the way they bounced back. Now they're going to be 1-1 with this performance.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22.
Take over 1st and 10.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Ready.
1st down for this offense.
Pound 55 weak.
He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Takes a hit as he fires. And the pass hits, picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty and it's a turnover. Look, that interception is not the quarterback's fault. It's those dumb coaches for putting him in the game.
Putting him in that position in the first place, right? I'll tell you what, let's give the defender some credit here. I think Reese, he just wanted the ball more. He did a great job in coverage, watching the QB, anticipating the receiver on his break. He went up, he plugged it.
Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and keep pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out.
That's the end of the third quarter. The score, Florida 35, Memphis 7.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Gain of 3. Brings up third down.
Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? They'll try to bully their way for the first. He gets it so close to that imaginary yellow line, but I think he's going to be just a tad short.
Coming up.
The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. And off to Jones. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7.
325.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
And after that last run, we'll see if they keep it on the ground on third. They'll try to run for it. Bulls his way forward. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. White going to attack through the air. He's got the back in the middle. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's not going to make it. And what a big stop for this defense. And they might be able to put this thing away. They'll operate out of split backs. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. On first down, here comes this offense. Looking for room, it's Daniels. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over $100 on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks.
And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football offense. Very lucky to get that football back.
Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Line gets set, 1st down. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Rides to the back. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Wide receiver coming across in motion. The give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You haven't seen that happen too often tonight, taking a loss on a run. This guy's been special. He's been finding ways to get into the 2nd level of this defense, and because of his talent and ability, that's a big reason why they've got the lead right now. You know that's not going to deter them, that last play. They're going to keep handing him the football.
And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit him right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge